Hi guys, this is going to be my Sagittarius new moon video, but before we start, I'm going to light my black flame candle. So this is what I do every month for the new moon. I usually you can light white candle, black candle, but the new moon works more with darker energy. This is a time of month where we don't have a moon in the sky because the moon and the sun are both together. So I actually found an extra black candle at Dollar Tree. So I'm going to be using, this is my strictly new moon candle. So we've got that lit over here. And I also want to light a moon incense. These are my moon incense here. Just to kind of get the energy going. Definitely powerful energy, guys. I really liked this new moon. Right now, the moon is technically, the moon was new last night. It happened around midnight. That's when the new moon happened, when the sun and the moon were both at 15 degrees Sagittarius. So right now, the moon I think is around 20 degrees Sagittarius. Honestly, the energy was so intense, and not in a bad way. It was like kind of intense, excited kind of energy, like anxious, excited energy. This is happening in my 11th and 12th house. And I really feel the energies in my 12th house of spirit and subconscious and things like that. So I pretty much knew that I would have to record this video after the moon had crossed over the sun and crossed over Jupiter. Okay, so the energies, they're still very intense. And I feel like we'll be able to feel this energy until the next new moon, which will be in Capricorn next month. Also, Sagittarius is a fire sign, so always good to use candles and incense and stuff like that. Whatever you guys want to use. This is just kind of my thing and how I do this little short ceremonies. Later on, I'll be writing my new moon intentions. So yeah, I have some notes here. But guys, you know, I'm just gonna be as authentic and real as possible, and I don't really think this is gonna be too long of a video as far as like me explaining the energies. We're gonna talk a little bit about it, and I'm gonna pull cards at the end of the video. But it's really hard to explain magic. You know, magic is something that you feel. It's something that you create. So it's really, really kind of weird to try to earthly, because I have a Capricorn Taurus energy. So those parts of me, my moon and my rising, they understand. My Pisces, oh, I love talking about magic. But it is hard to explain magic. So I feel like this new moon, it's kind of like there's no need to really break it down logically or say anything like that, because it's all about passion. You know, it's all about, I mean, we're going to explain the energies a little bit, but what I'm trying to say is this moon is just something you have to experience for yourself. I feel like we're going to feel the effects of this moon, but I do want to come on here and just, you know, break down a little bit of the information, whatever comes through, and then of course I'll pull the tarot cards at the end. So for those of you who don't know, or if you're new to my channel, every month I do a video for the new moon and I do a video for the full moon. So every month we have a new moon in the zodiac sign that we're in. So it is Sagittarius season. Happy birthday to all the Sagittarius is watching. So yeah, we have a new moon, whatever zodiac sign season we're in, we'll have a new moon in that season. All right, and then we'll have a full moon opposite. So Sagittarius and Gemini energy going on here. We already had a Gemini full moon a couple weeks ago, and then the next we have Capricorn season coming after this, guys. Around the 22nd is when Capricorn season starts, and then so early January I believe we'll have a new moon in Capricorn, and then we would have a full moon in Cancer. So that's the next video I'll be doing, is the Cancer full moon. So every month we have a new moon, and the new moon is a time where the sun and the moon couple up together in the sky. And in my opinion, that only happens during a new moon and an eclipse. Eclipses and new moons involve both the sun and the moon. Now, full moons, that's the opposite of the energy that we're going through. Full moons is when the moon and the sun directly oppose each other. So what we're dealing with right now, it was on the 7th, December 6th, December 7th, we are dealing with the sun and the moon both in Sagittarius. Okay, and they coupled together in the sky at 15 degrees. Excuse me, I really think the degrees is important because 15 is in the middle of the zodiac. So we are in the middle of a journey We're in the middle of a quest, and also we're starting new journeys and new quests, but it's, well, I think it was 14 degrees actually, which is really weird because that's my sun is at 14 degrees. So this new moon directly it's squared. We can talk a little bit about that too in a little while, about how there's some Pisces energy that's squaring this new moon, but you know, honestly, I didn't even feel it, and I'm a Pisces. So we've got Mars, I will just talk about it now. We have Mars and Neptune in Pisces directly squaring this Sagittarius energy, but honestly, I didn't feel the energy. Or maybe I just have squares a little bit misunderstood, because most people in astrology talk about squares being kind of complicated. They're even harsh red lines with squares. But yeah, I think it was just, I think Sagittarius and Pisces are more so working together right now, especially energetically. Because I hardly felt the square. It was not a complicated new moon. Now, it isn't over yet. We can experience this energy for over the next month, intensely over the next 3 days. So the 7th, the 8th, the 9th, around the 10th, this energy, especially when the moon moves into Capricorn and goes over Saturn and Pluto, that might eliminate some of this, you know, leave it to Capricorn to like hinder Sagittarius's party. But you know, Capricorn is right after Sag, and everything that travels through Sagittarius goes to Capricorn next. So there's like this huge party energy, this fun, adventurous, exploring energy, and then serious Capricorn. What's your career? What are you going to do? What about your long term? So it's really interesting how we have Capricorn and Sag right next to each other. This moon energy is going to go right to Capricorn, and Saturn's going to have the energy, and Pluto's going to have the energy. I do feel like that's important and that's necessary. But yeah, we will be feeling these energies, guys. We're all going to feel it differently depending on where Sagittarius is in our chart. But overall, in the universe, Sagittarius represents the 9th house. So in general, collectively, we're going through these energies in a way of the 9th house energy, which it represents our beliefs. Okay, Sagittarius is all about what you believe in. This is the 9th house of belief, religion, philosophy. This is a very expansive house, right? We have Jupiter, which is Sagittarius's ruler, at home in Sagittarius for the next year. So this is a very Jupiter new moon. So that's why I'm saying we're in the middle of a journey, because of the 14 degrees. 1 + 4 is 5, right? So yeah, that's why I thought it was at 15 degrees, but this is at 14 degrees. Which is damn near in the middle of Sagittarius, all right? And it's squaring Mars and Neptune in Pisces. So it's very interesting new moon, I would say. Very Jupiter. Jupiter was right here helping this new moon out. And Jupiter also represents philosophy and expansion and beliefs and higher learning, the higher mind, right? It's opposite of Gemini, which is the lower mind, Mercury. Jupiter is the more expanded mind and thought. So it's all about knowledge, you guys. Another word here for Sagittarius would be philosophy, which is, you know, philosophers have to go on journeys, right? They have to adventure. They have to believe in the quest that they're on in order to kind of, it's like a science energy, you know, like, you know, let's mix these things together and kind of see what happens. It's like temperance, right? The Sagittarius card. So yeah, this is definitely mixing different energies together. You never know what you're gonna get, but you have to just be brave enough, you know. I don't feel like Sagittarius is really an energy that overthinks a lot, like, oh, should I go on this journey or not? Like, before that even happens, like, Sag is already on the journey, right? Sometimes you just have to go. So very expansive. Long distance travel too. The 9th house is all about traveling long distances. So that's what I mean by journeys. We can think of this metaphorically. For some of us, this could literally manifest physically. Like, you guys may be going on long distance journeys, you know. And this is also an educated energy. I like the 9th house because you're a student, you're a teacher, you know what I'm saying? In this energy, we can learn and teach at the same time. It's like, if you are teaching in any way, even if you're a parent, you know what I mean, we can teach in so many different ways. Whatever it is, whatever this energy is, it's also able to be learned from. So it's all about learning and studying energy. It's a studious energy, and I love that kind of energy. And this is also a mutable fire energy, you guys. Sagittarius is the mutable fire sign. So whenever we have a new moon or a full moon, or whenever we have any planets in a mutable sign, it does give it this magical essence of change. Mutable signs are extremely adaptable, okay? They're extremely adaptive and extremely flexible. So, you know, this is an opportunity to set the intention. Now, the universe is already setting intentions for us all. So there's going to be new beginnings and new journeys and new adventures. I mean, I can't stress this enough that this is literally a very interesting new moon. I'm not sure if you guys felt the changes, you know, especially if you guys started to feel, you know, excited about something, but you're not really sure what it is. Like, why am I so excited right now? You know, it's that Sagittarius energy. Sag is always excited to start a new journey, even if it's just going to the grocery store. I'm not sure if any of you guys have Sagittarius friends, or if there's any Sag viewers that can kind of comment below and second this. But, you know, in my opinion, everything's an adventure with Sagittarius. You know, taking out the trash, going to the grocery store. It's just the way they experience things is like fun. You know, it's like, what's going to happen next? Who cares? You know, we're not thinking that far ahead. We're just in the moment. So this new moon was kind of a glimpse of that energy. And I'm really excited to kind of see, you know, the areas in life that this is all going to manifest. But it is about being adaptable to the changes that happen. Now, these are changes that are going to be on fire, okay? Sagittarius is on fire. They're passionate. It's magical. This is literally, you know, I think all the mutable signs are magical. Gemini, Virgo, Pisces, Sagittarius. But Sagittarius, I'm not sure if it's because they're fire, because Gemini is air, Virgo is earth, Pisces is water. So we all have magic in different areas. Like Pisces is magical emotionally and spiritually. Gemini is magical when it comes to the intellect, like when it comes to their mind, they're mentally magical. And what their words are magical. Virgo is magical in a physical way. Virgo is like the physical manifestation of magic. So that one's interesting too. And they're magical in like a logical way, or this in the services that they do. Sagittarius is literally magical. Like, I don't have to explain it in another way, because they're literally the house of beliefs. Like, do you believe in magic? That's one of the main questions coming up here. And I did want to mention that if any of you guys are looking for, you know, like, I don't know, spells or something to do around this time, because it's really potent energy. Anytime there's a full moon or a new moon, it's really a good opportunity to work with rituals and spells and stuff like that. So a very simple spell for this new moon in Sagittarius would be get out a piece of paper. Or you don't even have to get out a piece of paper, because this is not about the physical, guys. It's about feeling things passionately. So it's not so much about what we do physically right now. This is not Earth, okay? When it's Capricorn season, it might be good to, you know, physically do something, physically write something on. Now, physical always makes the magical more rooted in the physical realm, because we are in the physical realm and we're taking from the spirit in the magical realm, right? So my advice is to do I believe affirmations. You know, I believe in magic. I believe in love. I believe in twin flames. I believe in the universe. Whatever it is that you believe, you know, if you just want to surround yourself or just recite that in your head. But I'm going to be doing that later. You know, I'm just going to be working with the I believe affirmations with this new moon. I think that would be really great, guys. So mutable fire, adaptable changes, magic and passion, definitely lots of new beginnings starting, guys. And basically this is just an opportunity to set your intent for what you would like to happen by the end of the month, okay? Because we're going from Sagittarius new moon to Cancer full moon, okay? So the next full moon is going to be in Cancer, and I believe every new moon is a seed for the full moon. So whatever we're doing, whatever's happening in our life or unfolding around the new moon, it'll kind of come to a completion and fulfillment by the full moon, when the moon is filled with light. So it's really interesting that we're dealing with a new moon in Sagittarius, which is more of a darker energy, like I said, with the black candle. You know, it's very dark time. Dark, not as in evil or bad, but dark as in, you know, go inside yourself. You have to provide your own light using your own intuition. So this is a time where, you know, we can set new intentions. This is a very secretive energy, and then this will all come to light at the end of the month with the full moon in Cancer. So yeah, it's, you know, Sagittarius is like the archer. So it's in a way like we're aiming in the dark. There was a lot of synchronicities for me in this new moon. I think it's because I have a 12th house Sagittarius and an 11th house Sagittarius. So it's very collective and very spiritual for me. Lots of synchronicities. I channeled a lot. I would see these signs. So I seen this quote that said, when the moon rises, so does her bow. So this is about, you know, aiming, you guys, with our bow and arrows. But I also feel like it's aiming in the dark. But see, the thing with Sagittarius is that they're about accuracy and precision. You know, they're able to focus on their goal or on their target while also living in the moment. And perhaps that's how Sagittarius is so accurate, because they just live in the moment. You know, they're not thinking about whether they're going to hit the bullseye or not. They're just thinking about shooting this bow. You know, whatever happens, happens. So very exploring energy, guys. And yeah, it's definitely about taking aim in the dark and just kind of trusting and believing in ourselves enough that we're going to be accurate and that we're going to have the precision necessary. So keep both eyes open is another thing that I channeled. And that's pretty much all I have for the notes, you guys. That's actually more than what I wanted to say, because I want you guys just to kind of feel this passionately for your own self, okay? But I am going to pull the tarot cards. But first, I wanted to show you, I just have these 4 cards here. So in terms of tarot, this is what we have going on in the sky, guys. We've got the Sagittarius card, we have the sun, we have the moon, and then we have the Wheel of Fortune, which is Jupiter. So this is kind of how the sky looks. So even in terms of tarot, you guys, I mean, this is such a magical time, you know. We've got awareness, we've got consciousness, subconsciousness, energies, and we have Temperance here. This is the Sagittarius card, and then the Wheel of Fortune. So even these 2 energies here are just so powerful, right? We're going to need to be patient with this change, but this is definitely involving the Wheel of Karma for some of us, okay? This is going to be cycles completing for sure, with the sun and the moon here, with these energies, all right? So I just kind of wanted to show you. I thought that was really cool. I'm going to actually be keeping these cards out later on when I, you know, do some work with this new moon, just to kind of, you know, get to have the energies present with me. But definitely, you can see how even in the Temperance card, there's some magic mixing there. This is Archangel Michael as well. So I'm going to put these in the deck, shuffle a little bit, and then we'll get started with the messages. So guys, as far as the tarot messages go, I'm going to be pulling a card for each sign. You know, it's just a new moon message for Sagittarius. You can apply this however, but you could very well ask yourself the question, you know, what it is that you believe in, right? What's going to be expanded for you? Because one thing about the Sagittarius energy is the whole expansion thing, okay? So I'm going to put my little piece of paper here so that I can see the houses. And of course, we're going to start with Aries. Aries, Sagittarius is 9 houses away from you. So Sagittarius is your 9th house, Aries. You're a fire sign like Sagittarius. And this may help your cardinal energy be a bit more mutable. I feel like Sagittarius can help Aries be a little bit more open to change. You know, as a cardinal sign, Aries, you're very much about pushing forward, right? Moving forward. How can we take this passion and create it? How can we take action? Okay, basically with this passion. And Sagittarius is more so, you know, go with the flow kind of, I want to say. So we'll see as far as what's going on for you, Aries. This is your house of beliefs and philosophy and expansion. So we'll see what the message is for you, Aries. So this is for the cardinal fire sign, Aries, the 1st house. What is the Sagittarius new moon message for Aries? Okay, well that just shot very much out. Okay, Aries, so we have the 2 of Cups. So what do you believe in as far as relationships go, Aries? This is coming up for you guys. So, you know, my cards are what they are, and this shot out. You guys seen that, hopefully. So this is the 2 of Cups. Could be Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy that you're dealing with. You could definitely be dealing with a Leo as well, because we have a card on the table here, which is the Sun. So the Sun is in Sagittarius right now. This is another energy for Leo. The Sun is ruled by Leo. So you guys could be dealing with certain children. Some of you guys may have a son, okay? Or you are a son, you know, it depends. But this is a children energy, even if you have a daughter. So for some of you, relationships and children are coming up here, or a relationship with a Leo or Aries. This is all about the happiness that you're feeling in your relationships, okay? Because the 2 of Cups is sometimes a reconciliation. Like if you're watching and there's someone out there who you'd like to kind of reconcile with, because sometimes these are two people that have a cup that are coming back to each other, you know, to express their emotions. These emotions are intertwining in a very strong way, which is why the line is there. Could be dealing with a Leo, like I said. So Aries, this is expanding your beliefs in love. You know, do you believe in love? You know, Venus will be going into Sagittarius eventually. Venus is not quite out of shadow period yet, but she is in direct. She's not retrograde anymore. So yeah, Aries, this is about love for you. Apparently this is a love message, and it's about your happiness. You know, are you happy, Aries? Are you happy in the relationship that you're in? You know, are you feeling warm are you getting the warmth that you require in your relationships? You're a fire sign, Aries. So if you're feeling cold emotionally in your relationships, or if there's some single Aries out there, this new moon message for you is about the happiness that you believe in. Do you believe in magic, Aries? Love and magic are seriously friends. Like, they're very similar energies, love and magic. I do want to mention the bottom of the deck here though, Aries. We have the devil. We have the devil here. So you could be dealing, of course, with a Capricorn energy, but some of you could also be dealing with toxic relationships. Now, I just revealed the Taurus here. So we have a strong Capricorn Taurus energy. And we also have the Ten of Cups here, Aries. So this is definitely about your happiness, okay? Your emotional fulfillment, because the Ten of Cups, another water energy, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Yeah, you could be dealing with an Aquarius as well, Aries, okay? Some of you may need to speak truth to an Aquarius, or some of you just need to speak the truth about what you're truly wishing for. If you're dealing with a Capricorn Taurus, awesome. If you're dealing with a Taurus, there is an indication here that it may be a bit toxic. So I'm hoping most of you are just dealing with Capricorn Taurus combinations. But we do see some toxic commitments here, Aries, okay, that you guys may need to get out of or release yourself from and move forward towards an Aries actually just messaged me. So that's kind of a confirmation here. Yeah, if you want this, Aries, if you want this happiness and this Two of Cups, this is an on fire connection. You're going to have to release these toxic commitments, okay? Any commitments, because the Hierophant, if you're not dealing with a Taurus, it is a commitment. Some of you guys are in toxic commitments that have you chained, okay? They have you chained and restricted, but look what's coming out for you. Okay, the Two of Cups and the Sun. So your happiness in your relationships. This new moon is gonna maybe bring new people to you, Aries. Maybe it's gonna bring people back to you. But just keep in mind that we do have the underlying energy of the devil. Could be dealing with Capricorn, or there just might be some toxicity that you need to release yourself from before you can indulge in that beautiful Sun and Two of Cups, Aries. Something about relationships for this new moon for you. Okay. So let's move on to Taurus, see what Taurus' message is for the new moon in Sagittarius. So this is fixed earth energy, the second house. What is the new moon message for Taurus energy? Sagittarius new moon for Taurus. Taurus, this is happening in your 8th house, okay? So the 8th house is a rather dark house. It's the house that usually is ruled by Scorpio. But Scorpio is your 7th house. So Sagittarius is your 8th house. So this is the house of intimacy for you. When you have a new moon in your 8th house, it could definitely start new beginnings intimately. So, of course, sex. The 8th house is the house of intimacy and sex. It's also the house of shared resources. This is the house that opposes you. So, Taurus, you're used to your resources, right? Well, this is, you guys might be finding yourself, you know, sharing resources with certain people. This is the 8th house. Secrets, intimacy, shared resources, taxes even. Secrets. The 8th house is all about secrets, so there could be some certain secrets, Taurus, with this new moon. Remember, this is about what you believe in, okay? So Taurus, you're being asked a similar question that Aries is being asked. Do you believe in love? We have the Lovers coming out for you, Taurus. This is a significant Gemini all the way. This is the ruling card for Gemini, okay? But the Lovers is a very powerful card. It's not just Gemini. It's also a twin flame connection. Some of you guys could really be dealing with twin flames. You could be dealing with soulmate energies. I mean, you know, this is a beautiful energy. It's interesting. Aries got the Devil card. Taurus is getting the Lovers. And the Lovers card and the Devil card, very interesting cards. But this is, you know, this is more of a connection, Taurus. The Devil card is an attachment. So I'm just saying, you guys could be dealing with Aries. You might want to watch their reading. But Taurus, you're getting the Lovers. So do you believe in intimacy? Do you believe in love? Do you believe in twin flames? It's interesting that I said that. So we have the lovers here. Now, some of you guys could be dealing with distance between you and another person, because the lovers card, there's a mountain there in between those two people. Sometimes the lovers card is also a choice, okay? So you may have to choose between two people, or you may have to choose something in your relationships that will, you might have a decision, okay? You might have a choice to make that will impact your relationship. If you're not choosing between two people, it's definitely going to be maybe a job or something, or, you know, maybe it's a secret or something like that that is putting distance in between the two of you. You know, even if you're single, Taurus watching, there is a connection. And I think this new moon is going to unravel it for you. It's going to reveal it, because this is your 8th house. So, you know, I want you guys to pay very close attention to the intimate connections you're making with other people, especially if you're being intimate in a physical way, or any passion or love making, or, you know, the sex, Taurus. Like, if there's any sexual energy going on between you and another person with this new moon, just keep note of that, because you could be really connecting with, you know, someone who shares like a similar soul to you or something like that. Now, for some of you, very, very small number of you, there could be a third party involved, because we have this angel up here. Pretty sure this is Archangel Raphael, which is the Archangel of Air. So that leads me to talk about communication, Taurus. Communicating with your lovers around this time is really important too. So lots of Taurus energy. You could be dealing with a distance. You could be making a decision. You could be dealing with a third party, lots of different stuff, okay? But we have the lovers, beautiful connection. So this is expanding your relationships, Taurus. If you've been dealing with toxic relationships, there's something beautiful coming in here. It's like Adam and Eve energy. This is the Garden of Eden here. So this is like Adam and Eve, like twin flame soulmates type stuff. But the bottom of your deck, it's so weird. Aries got a beautiful message with relationships, and then they had a kind of a weird energy at the bottom. And for you, Taurus, we have the 7 of Swords. The lovers and the 7 of Swords. So I'm just going to be blunt here, okay, Taurus? The 7 of Swords is a sneaky, cheating, lying energy. Okay, this guy, he's stealing from an army base, okay? So some of you guys, I'm not sure if it's you, Taurus, or if it's someone you're connecting with, or if this is that third party. To be honest with you, you may need to do some of this energy. It looks like Taurus is kind of sneaking away with a lover or something, okay? This is a hidden agenda. I don't feel really that much of a negative energy with it. I don't feel that, now it could be true. You're going to have to like interpret it yourself. I don't feel for the majority of you that this is like, you know, someone who's cheating on you. I feel like this is just, you know, like love has a hidden agenda, okay? Now, yeah, there is kind of a cheating energy here, but I honestly feel like either Taurus knows about it, or it's like a third party. This is, maybe you're connecting with someone who's cheated on you before, you know, okay? Because I see that this man here, he is walking right towards this lover's energy. All right, so you could be connecting with someone who betrayed you before, or who had a hidden agenda. But yeah, this is an interesting combination. All right, the lovers and the cheater, the liar, the thief. Okay, this could be someone that steals your heart or something like that, because I really feel like this is a good message. Underneath the 7 of Swords is the 2 of Wands, so you just might have to make a decision. I do feel like the Lover's card is more of a decision for Taurus. You know, maybe it's a decision, and you may have to hurt someone. You know, you may have to, maybe someone thinks that it's a cheating energy, but really, you know, you just have to decide. You know, we have these 2 swords here, right? And we have these 2 swords in the ground. So that tells me that this is definitely a decision to cheat, or a decision to have a hidden agenda, and maybe, you know, choose a better lover for yourself. Someone who's closer to you and not so much at a distance, or someone who you connect with more. And you know, Taurus, that may be connected to an Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, definitely Leo for some of you, but you have such a decision to make when it comes to this love. And sometimes when we make decisions, the people who don't support our decisions feel like we snuck and cheated and lied. But you know what, Taurus? Follow your heart is what I'm going to say. You know, you're being expanded intimately. Okay, sex is being expanded into your life with this new moon. This is a new intention of a relationship for you, Taurus. So that 7 of Swords, you guys are going to have to let me know how that relates to you guys. But there is a sneaky energy connected to the lovers. Could be dealing with a sneaky Gemini. Don't know. You have to let me know on that one, Taurus. Speaking of Gemini, let's move on to the Gemini energy. Very important new moon for you, Gemini, because Sagittarius is your opposite sign. This is your 7th house. Okay, I know most of you are detached and single and not really worried about love, but Gemini, this is that new moon that could really bring new people into your life for relationships. So you just may fall in love. We'll see what comes out here for you, but this has everything to do with relationships. Now, you know, it doesn't have to be just love. It doesn't have to be romance. This is friendships. I know friendships are more important to Gemini. Friendships, because air signs, you know, air signs, they're more about connecting on a friend, intellectual, kind of platonic way. So definitely new relationships as friends, family members, co-workers, the relationship you have with your children. This is all relationships, Gemini, and the opportunity for you to set new intention. Okay, so if there are any Geminis out there watching that would like a new relationship, or that would like newness to come into their relationship, then this is the new moon to do that. Sagittarius is all about that for you. Okay, so let's focus on Gemini energy here. And let's see. So Gemini, we have the Taurus card coming out. Could be dealing with a Taurus. We have a lot of zodiac energy coming out. So Taurus actually, what? Okay, wait a minute. Taurus got the Gemini card. Gemini got the Taurus card. So that is really weird. There's some Taurus Gemini energy going on for sure. I didn't even realize that. But also Aries got Capricorn and Leo. So there's just a lot of zodiacs going on here. Now, Gemini, if you're not dealing with a Taurus, but goodness gracious, some of you are, because Gemini, I mean, Taurus literally got the Lovers card. Now Gemini is getting the Hierophant. What's going on? So anyways, if you're not dealing with a Taurus, this is the Hierophant. This is also about beliefs. So Gemini, how much do you believe in relationships? This is the message for Aries, Taurus, and Gemini. How much do you believe in relationships? How much do you believe in the connections that you have with other people? How much do you believe in the commitments in relationships? Because commitment is coming up here, Gemini. Not just relationships, but the commitment that goes in. Because the Hierophant card is a very committed energy. It's a traditional energy. It's like a marriage card. So if you guys are married or anything like that, the relationship with your wife or your husband is coming up here, and how committed you are. Do you believe in commitment, Gemini? Is what I just heard. Yeah, this is definitely about having faith, being traditional. Okay, it could definitely be with a Taurus. Now the underlying energy for you, Gemini, is the 6 of Pentacles. So when we're talking about commitments here, we're talking about equal give and take. Okay, the 6 of Pentacles is the 50-50. So it's like, you know, you're a twin, Gemini. You got those two twins in this astrology. So both of your twins have to commit to a person, right? You're really used to both ends of the spectrum here. Could be dealing with a Libra for some of you, because we have that balance scale. But if not, this is about being committed to 50-50 relationships. Relationships where you feel like you're not giving more than you're taking, and that you're not taking more than you're giving, or that someone isn't taking more than, you know what I'm saying? It has to be equal give and take. So yeah, we've got the charity card here. So don't be giving out commitment as a charity, Gemini. You know what I'm saying? Don't, especially under this kind of energy with Sagittarius. It's about being authentic with fire and just being magical. You're a mutable energy, right? This is opposing you. This new moon is opposing you. So it's definitely, you know, maybe a compromise that comes up or something like that, especially with the 50-50. 50-50, that's a compromise, right? Sagittarius makes Gemini compromise. You know, not just in a relationship way, but if you ever notice that, Sagittarius is the only energy. It's your opposite sign. So it makes you compromise just by being who they are. All right. So there's a commitment coming up here that needs compromise. Some of you guys that are in relationships or committed relationships or even married, there needs to be equal give and take. We've got Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn here, Libra, Taurus again. It could be any sign, but this is also the money. Okay, Gemini, there's some money and financial energy coming up. So make sure that the financial, you know, the financial energy and your commitments are balanced. Okay, this is the equal give and take. It could be with a fire sign too, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. We have 2 pages here. So there could definitely be some kind of message going on. These are 2 people that want a message, that have a message, all right? Could be an air sign or a fire sign. But it is, there's some kind of message there about financial balance. But the card coming out is the Hierophant. Significant Taurus energy for you, Gemini, for this new moon. So if there's any significant Taurus energies that pop up, it's to show you the commitment. Okay, so this is commitment expanding into Gemini's life. Some of you guys are going to be the boyfriend and the girlfriend after this new moon. You know, you guys have been friends with benefits for a while, but now you're the boyfriend or the girlfriend, because this is someone that wants to commit to you, Gemini, or this is you wanting to commit to someone else. Maybe this is you just wanting to be traditional. Some of you guys want traditional relationships. You know, so whatever that means to you, but this is about your commitment. How much are you committed to the balance in your relationships, Gemini? That's what Sagittarius wants to show you. And this could definitely be an opportunity to set new intention for commitment. So however that applies to you, Gemini, very, very interesting there. So we're going to move on to Cancer. Cancer, this new moon is in your 6th house. So this is about your lifestyle, Cancer. You know, you have the North Node in your sign now, Cancer. So destiny is very much all up in your energy. And the 6th house, it's about health, you know, Cancer. It's the Virgo house. It's about service, okay, Cancer. We're going to cut to the chase. We have the Ten of Swords coming out here. I don't like pulling this card for people I care about. Okay, this is an ending to a very painful situation. Okay, so since this is your 6th house of health, I do want to mention that there could be some Cancers out there who are really feeling, they're feeling this energy health-wise. Like if you have any back problems, or if you're feeling like if you have to lay down a lot, like if you can't move, if you're feeling pain, any kind of pain. Okay, look at, this is all down this person's spine. So you could definitely be dealing with this in a health way, or you could just be feeling this now. Let's talk about the other Cancers that aren't really feeling this in a health way, but they are feeling like very, very victim. Okay, like you've been stabbed 10 times by a sword, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy, or you're just feeling this mentally, Cancer. But there are some Cancers during this new moon that, and I'm glad you guys are getting it out of the way now, because the next full moon at the end of the month, now we got Capricorn season coming in here, guys. This is your opposite sign. So the next new moon is going to be in your 7th house of relationships. So this painful cycle here, it's ending, okay? We're very close to the Ace of Swords, Cancer. There is no 11 of Swords or 12 of Swords. After the 10 of Swords, we get up, right, Cancer? I'm a water sign too, so I understand this emotional pain. It's making me want to cry right now. So, oh, you guys are really heavy. There's something here. And, you know, I bet you guys are hiding it, because I feel a hidden pain. I can feel as an empath that when I'm talking about this pain, I'm talking about it in an invisible way, almost like no one knows about it. So we got some darkness here where you're hiding your pain, but the light coming here. So the light at the end of the tunnel is shining on this painful situation. Could be relationships for some of you. It could be just the loss of something. All right, but this is interesting, Cancer. It's a 10. So there is an ending to a cycle. This new moon represents an ending to a cycle. Could be health for some of you. This could be job for sure. Some of you guys could be dealing with like getting fired or firing other people, or unemployment, maybe just financial struggles, because the 6th house is all about service and jobs and health and work, your every day-to-day routine. So some of you guys, your day-to-day routines are destroying you, or you're like, pain, wow, that is so sad. But what I just heard is that pain is a day-to-day routine for Cancer. That makes me want to fucking cry. Because the 10 of Swords is a part of your daily day routine, Cancer. Like, that is so heavy, you know? And I'm just happy to say, like, the Capricorn in me wants to come out now and say, like, you know, keep striving. This new moon is, this new moon could have made some of you cry. It could have made some of you guys feel pain emotionally, mentally, physically, spiritually, whatever this pain is. This new moon in Sagittarius is the moon that could potentially change your life. Whenever you go through 6th house energy, it's the moon that could potentially change your lifestyle. So this is life-changing for you, Cancer. Setting new intention to no longer feel pain, to no longer have these painful endings, okay? So yeah, you're very close to a new beginning mentally. The next card after this would be the Ace of Swords. And, you know, interestingly, we do have at the bottom of the deck the Page of Cups. So some of you guys are in pain, you're dealing with heartbreak, you're dealing with betrayal, and then all of a sudden we have this Page of Cups messenger. Maybe this is Cancer speaking their emotion, but I feel like this is someone who comes up to Cancer and is like, hey Cancer, you know, let's talk emotionally. You know, this is a love offer for some of you guys. It's a Pisces for some of you, or a Cancer, or another Cancer, or a Scorpio, or just any sign. Maybe it's an air sign that's caused you a lot of pain, but finally they're like, someone's expressing their emotion to another, but this is a messenger. It could be a younger emotional person. And then we have the the Three of Swords. So definitely someone maybe that is linked to your heartbreak. Someone with a broken heart is finally going to start expressing their emotion. That could be you, Cancer, someone else, but someone wants to put the work in. All right, to complete this cycle and heal from this cycle that's ended, because that's what it is. Cancer is a painful cycle, you know, not to mention that you guys do have Saturn in your house of relationships that is just restricting you, making you guys you know, set boundaries with your relationships. So relationships are really hard for Cancer right now. So let's just have a moment of silence for the Cancer energy happening right now with Pluto and Saturn, dude. Like, I can't even imagine. But here we are, okay? We have some kind of messenger here with the Page of Cups. And this is what you need, Cancer. This is the only thing that could really help you guys from this Ten of Swords energy. So there's something painful that ended. So there's something new and fresh. This is a new, fresh cup of emotion. All right? And it's some kind of message that needs to come in. Some kind of emotional message that maybe is linked to this pain or something, Cancer. But I'm sending you guys my love. Don't worry, because the Ten of Swords is actually a positive card. I just pulled the Moon, okay? So you could definitely be dealing with a Pisces or a Leo or an Aquarius. Look at it. We have the Sun, the Moon, and the stars. Literally just pulled that for you guys. The Sun, the Moon, and the stars. So this is like, when it comes to your truth, yeah. Okay, now here's that Ace of Swords I'm talking about. So now we have that ending in the beginning. Some of you are dealing with the Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, because we have the King of Wands. But yeah, after the Ten of Swords, we have the Ace of Swords. So that's what this energy is going to be covered up with, okay? This new truth. You're going to be able to speak your truth. The Sun, the Moon, and the stars are aligning. You are definitely linked with destiny. This is talking about the eclipse that's going to happen in Cancer. So you guys, you know, you're just kind of, over the next 19 months with this North Node energy, you're just kind of releasing a lot, okay? And that's going to involve Ten of Swords. You know, us water signs. Us water signs be feeling all the emotions, okay? So Cancer, just embrace your feels, you know? And you know, do whatever you need to do to get through that. But Cancer is going through a lot, okay? So if anyone else is watching, hug a Cancer. Make sure that you just do something nice for a Cancer, because they're hiding a lot of pain. But I'm happy to see that Page of Cups. Someone's coming to message you so that you can heal this broken heart cycle, okay? Whew, heavy energy. Okay, let's move on to Leo. Leo, you're a fire sign too. So Sagittarius is cool for you, you know. I would love to hang out with a Leo and a Sagittarius. I don't even know if I could handle that. But this is your 5th house, Leo. So pretty cool that you're going through 5th house energy, because you are the 5th house Leo. So you understand this energy, all right? You're going to understand this. Leo, 5th house energy, you rule this. So this is about your heart. This is about romance. This new moon could definitely be expanding new soulmate energy into your life. It could be expanding new romance. This is the house of children. So this is the time to set new intention when it comes to children. This is a fun pleasure energy though. So hopefully, Leo, you just kind of chilled through this new moon because it's in a really good spot in your chart for you. Okay. But the card we have coming out, Leo, for you is the Three of Pentacles, and it did reverse itself. So, ooh. Could this be about the pleasure that you're not feeling in your job? Could this be about 3 people that are not working together very well? Upright, the Three of Pentacles is about work. It's about working together, teamwork. This could sometimes even be a marriage card, but we have these 3 people, so there is an indication, Leo, of a third party. Now, it doesn't have to be another person, but it could be just 3 significant people. Somebody's mom, somebody's sister, and you. Your partner, and a child. It could be work, your emotions, and yourself. But there are 3 very realistic factors to consider here. That's why there's 3 people, okay? Now this has to do with some kind of plan that maybe fell through, or just something that didn't work out. Maybe some of you guys are finally getting out of third-party situations. We have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn here for sure. And I do want to mention Virgo for you because we have the Hermit at the bottom of the deck. So this is talking about isolating yourself, Leo. If you're not dealing with a Virgo, there could be a Virgo third party for some of you. I do want to mention that for sure. If you guys work with any Virgos, that's coming up here. Maybe there's a Virgo that you're not really, this to me, some of y'all, there's a Virgo that just ain't working really well. Like you guys might be butting heads a little bit. Also, maybe there's a Pisces, maybe there's a Gemini. Now, okay, now we do have a third party here for some of you. Some of you are dealing with a Virgo, a Pisces, and a Gemini third party, because these are three people. This is Pisces, this is Gemini, and this is Virgo. Now, this is literally Gemini and Virgo. Now, some of you guys are dating Virgo, okay? But I do see an indication here of something not working out. Because, and this is interesting, we have Pisces and Virgo. Those are opposite signs. So if any of you are dealing with Pisces Virgo energy or have your own Pisces Virgo energy, they're opposites. So maybe there's a Pisces and a Virgo that are lovers or something, because we do have that. I don't know why that would show up in your reading, Leo. But yeah, if this isn't that, then this is about, you know, seeing your relationship in a new way. Do you believe in happiness, Leo? I hope so. Do you believe in love as well? Do you believe in expansion and enlightenment? Because with the fifth house energy, this is about what is no longer working together. As far as, you know, your happiness, it does involve children. This involves children for some of you, Leos, for sure. Maybe there's a child that's a third party or something like that. You did show up in the Aries reading, Leo, so you might want to watch the Aries reading because they had the Leo child energy going on there. So yeah, I don't know, Leo. This is about something that's no longer working out. It's no longer cooperating. Now, this could just be the loss of a job for some of you. Maybe this is just like you guys not feeling very secure financially at work. But for others of you, it's you getting out of a third party and maybe being single for a while, maybe isolating yourself, following your own wisdom. You know, some of you guys just it's okay to be unemployed. If anyone needs to hear that, the spirit is saying, you know, it's okay for Leo to just kind of, you know, isolate themselves when it comes to work. But then we do have the Lovers card here. So this also has to do with a relationship, especially if you're in a relationship with a Pisces that's at a distance or something like that. It's definitely about seeing that in a different way. Some of you need to speak your truth to your opposite sign, Aquarius. Others of you need to speak your truth. You're going to get a new beginning of mental clarity when it comes to your dreams and your faith, when it comes to inspirational thought. There's something here about inspirational thought. All right. But yeah, some of you guys feel stuck in relationships, but you're being asked, like, you guys might need to sacrifice a relationship because the Hanged Man is a sacrifice. And then there's a lover. So this is like the sacrifice of a lover. Okay. Could be dealing with a Taurus energy because Taurus got the Lovers as well. But yeah, I do see that either someone feels stuck and trapped in a relationship. Maybe this is relationships at a distance. Maybe there's three people and somebody feels stuck or something. But then we have the Hermit. So Virgo is important. If there's any Virgo energy that comes up around the new moon, Leo, is important. Okay. If it's not a Virgo, this is talking about you spending more time alone. Okay, there's something that you need to figure out alone. There's something that you need to figure out in your isolation and in your solitude, okay, Leo? But some of you are dealing with straight up third parties, and a Virgo is involved in that third party somehow, okay? Three of Pentacles in reverse, Leo. This is a work message, but keep in mind, this whole new moon is happening in your fifth house. So all of that has something to do with your happiness. It has something to do with romance and something creative, okay? The fifth house is all about creativity. It's about expression, okay? It's about passion and pleasure. So do you believe in pleasure, Leo? Do you believe in creativity? Do you believe in what you can create now? Even if it doesn't look like you can create it, maybe you need to create it alone. That's what this message is for you, Leo, is that you're better off alone. You're better off working alone. These three people, for some reason, they just don't have the same vision as you. So there is a message here about Leo working alone. Okay, maybe even leaving a job to be an entrepreneur or something like that. So I hope that helped, Leo. Virgo, you're a part of the mutable clan, so you're going to understand this mutable energy at least. This is your fourth house, Virgo, so this is gonna square you, okay? Don't feel bad because Sagittarius squares Pisces as well. So this may bring up certain compromises in the home environment, but this is about family. This new moon is all about family for you, Virgo. Setting new intentions with your family, with your home environment, even your mother's energy, wherever you consider your roots to be, Virgo. So let's see here what the message is for Virgo, and then we'll talk a little bit more about this energy. So let's get the Sagittarius new moon message for Virgo. What's going on for Virgo energy? Sagittarius new moon for Virgo. Hello. All right, so fourth house energy, home, roots, foundation, family, your mother's energy. It squares you, Virgo, so compromise can come up in any of these areas. We do have the Wheel of Fortune coming out for you, Virgo. Hello, this is Jupiter. This new moon has Jupiter in it, okay? So that Jupiter energy, having Jupiter square you for the next year, Virgo, it's something to consider. Now, you're just going to have to compromise your destiny a little bit, maybe. You know, but the good thing is that this wheel is not going to compromise. The Wheel of Fortune is all about good luck. It's all about your fortune changing. It's about a cycle. You could be dealing with either a Leo, an Aquarius, a Taurus, a Scorpio, because we have all those signs here on the card. So just going to briefly mention that. You could have that energy as well. But this is about the four corners of your destiny fixating themselves. All the elements. You've got earth, you've got water, you've got air, you've got fire. And when that happens, Virgo, the wheel starts turning. So this is extremely karmic for you. This is about setting new intentions for your home. Now, if there's any changes that happen in your family, if they happen in your home environment, if they happen with your mother or your any foundation, wherever you consider yourself from, Virgo, so this could be your soul family, this could be ancestry energy. There's some karma that that Virgo is definitely like Sagittarius has squares you, okay? So you're stayed put. And like I said, there is that compromising energy, but this looks like some kind of karmic shift for you, Virgo. It looks like something here is really fortunate. You know, it's a change in fortune, a sudden change in wind. So you can set intentions karmically. If you guys want any good luck, if there's anything good luck or good fortune wise that you want to happen in your family, or if you want to happen in your home environment, hello, 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 Wheel of Fortune. Hello, Jupiter. Thanks for squaring me and controlling the wheel of karma. So yeah, cycles coming to a completion, Virgo. Bottom of the deck is the Page of Pentacles. So this is also a messenger. Now, some of you guys are going to receive a message around this new moon, and it's going to talk a lot about finances. It's going to be finances that are getting put into your home. Maybe it's a new job for some of you, or just you know, some kind of new money that you come into, because the Page of Pentacles has found a pinnacle. Alright, so this looks like a change in money for some of you guys, or some kind of physical message that comes in that really, it's a change in fortune. Now, fortune can be money, right? Some of you guys may come up on a windfall of money or something like that. We do have the Emperor here. Alright, so you could be dealing with an Aries. Now, this looks like a boss figure, okay? When we have this kind of energy here, alright, now if there's an Aries mother, or if there's an Aries father, if there's an Aries in your family, there could be something going on there with that, okay? So we have some change coming with that. We have maybe there's something that your boss is offering you, or maybe Virgo is offering their boss, because the Emperor is definitely a boss. But I say father and mother because Virgo's going through family stuff, okay? So if it's not an Aries, if you don't have an Aries in your family significantly, then this is talking about you stepping into your power, Virgo, to be victorious with this new beginning. Okay, this could be a new beginning with a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Okay, you could be celebrating with a Pisces. But this looks like some new authority coming in. Now, we have two indications of Aries here now. The Fool and the Emperor is a new beginning. So some of you guys could be starting new beginnings with an Aries, all right? Or maybe it's just a risk that you're taking. I think, Virgo, you guys may be stepping up as bosses. If you guys are working, you guys could be stepping up, getting a promotion. That could explain that you're now a boss, you're now a manager or something. But yeah, here's your message, Virgo, for the new moon in Sagittarius. It looks extremely fortunate. It looks extremely like good fortune and good karma. Karma is just changing for you, Virgo. You know, this is all because it squares you. So squares can, what I learned, Virgo, for me personally with this new moon, is that squares are not as difficult as what most people think. You know, they're not. It's actually quite positive, okay? So Sagittarius just does certain things for Virgo and Pisces that no other zodiac sign can do. So it looks like karma is changing for you, Virgo. Whatever. Now, the Wheel of Fortune is really expansive. So it's not just your fourth house. This is karma coming in general, okay? Kind of changing the direction of your life. So wow, Virgo, very powerful message for you. And remember, this is your fourth house, so it could definitely have something to do with your family or your home life. So let's see what's going on for Libra. Libra energy. This is the cardinal air sign, the 7th house. So we'll get a message for you, Libra, and then we'll talk about your 3rd house, because Sagittarius is 3 signs away from you, okay? Ooh, Libra. Okay, Libra, you got some extra cards going on here. So the card that came out for you, Libra, is the 10 of Cups. So this looks like an emotional completion. Okay, now you may be doing some talking, communicating about that as well, Libra, because Sagittarius is all about communication for you. Now, if you're communicating with a significant Sagittarius, I would say that that is not a coincidence, because this is all about, you know, short distance travel. This is about your lower mind, Libra. This is about what you're saying. So what do you believe in your words? Now, let me tell you something, Libra. Words are very much like spells, okay? So whatever we say, whatever we think, it is manifesting at a very collateral level. So this would be a really good full moon for you guys to set intention with words. Like, wow, I wish my third house was Sagittarius, or I can't wait till there's a new moon in my third house, which is Aries. So that's soon, because wow, it is such a powerful time for you to set intentions with just your mind and your words alone. So what you write, what you think, what you say, be very careful, Libra, because it is going to be seeds. So words that are seeds. So you say something around this new moon, it's probably going to come to fruition on the full moon in Cancer. So I'd be like, you know, I'm going to find $20. I'm going to find $20. You know, I am blessed. I am abundant. You just might want to speak positively, because these things are going to come to fruition and grow like seeds. So this is like planting seeds with your words and your thoughts, Libra. 10 of Cups coming out. Okay, so this is about the happiness that you're feeling in a relationship, a happiness that you're feeling in a home environment. This is a beautiful abundance, one of the most happiest cards. This is a completion though. You do have a 10, just like Cancer. So the cardinal signs are dealing with endings and beginnings as well. Libra, you may need to speak about this energy. You may need to speak about what would make you feel happy and fulfilled in your relationships or in your home environment. Now, we have some other cards coming up here, though, that I want to talk to you about. We have the Hierophant, we have the King of Cups, and we have the 10 of Pentacles. So we have Gemini energy here, too, because Gemini got the Hierophant. Could be dealing with a Gemini. But this looks like a commitment. Okay, this looks like commitments. Now, you could be dealing with Scorpio or Cancer or Pisces, because we do have that. So if not, Libra, this is about how emotionally committed, this is about how emotionally committed you are, because now we have these two 10s here. I'm noticing that Libra has these two 10s in their reading. So this Sagittarius new moon is about setting intention for the completion of cycles as far as emotionally and physically. This is a huge indicator for family, and I'm pretty sure Libra got this before, either in my my last moon video, so the Gemini full moon video, or maybe it was for my Libra video for November. But I just remember Libra getting these energies. Now this is a huge family indication. Okay, so there's something here about family and emotional commitment. There's something here about your career, your job, you know, your emotional fulfillment at your job. But look at all those cups and all those pentacles. You know, this is grounded emotion. Could be dealing with water, could be dealing with earth. We have water and earth here. So this is like grounding your emotions. This is like committing yourself in the emotion, maybe committing emotionally to something, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or Taurus. The tradition of what you feel, feeling a more traditional vibe, like, you know, as far as in your home or in your family or your career. This is about your long-term happiness, your long-term fulfillment. So what would make Libra happy right now, what I'm seeing is like the stability, the financial success, because this is financial success. So this new moon seems pretty interesting for you guys. Bottom of the deck is the 4 of Pentacles and that 4 of Swords and that 9 of Swords. So here's that talk air energy. So here's what you need to talk about, Libra, is what you're healing from. Okay, this is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy with all these swords. And this is your 3rd house, which is all about thoughts and speaking. So this 9 of Swords has been showing up for a lot of my Libra readings. Anxiety, maybe not sleeping so well at night, you know, darkness mentally. This is a bed of thoughts. Okay, so when you're laying down to go to sleep at night, you're laying in a bed of thoughts. Okay, thoughts, and these two people are both laying down in bed. So this new moon could have been spent kind of laying down, maybe doing some praying. It's interesting, this woman looks like she's praying, but I'm happy to see the 4 of Swords, because this is an indication of healing. So you could potentially have anxiety about all this. You could have anxiety emotionally. You could have anxiety about a commitment. You can have anxiety about money. You can have anxiety about the financial security and happiness emotionally in your home. That could be why you're up at night. But this energy needs to heal. I feel like Libra needs to heal their mind, because this is a lot of mental energy. In Libra, you're an air sign. So you're all about mental energy, right? You're an air sign. And you're a cardinal sign. So it's like, how can we get out of bed and create this into action? How can we put our thoughts into action? And that's what you're going to be communicating about, Libra, with this new moon. Okay, you're going to be really putting your mind at ease, it feels like, with all these swords and all this anxiety. Okay, all this anxiety, healing from anxiety that has something to do with this completion. Okay, there could be commitments that are coming up to completion, but the 10 of Cups is a very happy energy, Libra. And I feel like the money that goes into your home is important, and then what you're committed to emotionally. I do see a lot here about emotional commitment. And the Magician here, okay? So, yeah, some of you guys are really worried about financial poverty and being poor, being unemployed. But you have the Magician here to tell you, you know, you can't lose the resource of magic, Libra. Magic is a resource of yours. This full moon is all about magic. So you can manifest anything that you want, especially if you're using your words around this time to create and manifest, okay? So, Scorpio. What's going on, Scorpio? This is your 2nd house, okay? So, you had all your energy last month, right? You've already went through your 1st house, new moon. Now Sagittarius is here. Sagittarius is 2 signs away from you, Scorpio, Sagittarius. So this is all about your resources, Scorpio. This is an opposite house. You're the 8th house, and the 8th and the 2nd house oppose each other, okay? So this is a kind of a foreign area for you, I would say, but it's all about money. It's all about money. It's all about resources. And the card we have coming out for you, okay, so this is a very similar message that Libra just got. We have the 4 of Swords coming out for you, Scorpio. So this is a mental energy, okay? Some of you guys are on bed rest or something and not working. Some of you guys just need to heal, because the 2nd house is all about your worth too. So, you know, this is about knowing your worth, Scorpio, even if it means taking a break from a person, place, or thing. But there is some healing. This new moon is expanding, you know, what you need to heal. Because remember, this is all about what you believe in and what's expanding. So do you believe in the power of healing, Scorpio? Do you believe in resting? This is a very strong indication that you guys need to rest, and that you need to, like, you know, lay down in this position. You can only access the 4 of Swords in this position, okay, when you're laying flat with your hands like that. So some of you guys are healing from heartbreak. Some of you guys are just resting and laying more. You know, this is an indication to make sure you're resting, especially because the bottom of your deck is the 9 of Swords. So there's Libra here. If any of you guys are dealing with Libra energy, Scorpio, they got this message as well. So it's like healing from mental anxiety, you know, going from not sleeping at all, you know, not getting the proper amount of rest that you need. This is insomnia, nightmares, a lot of mental anxiety, Scorpio, that you need to heal from, okay? You desperately need to heal from this, because some of you guys have not been sleeping very well. You've been fighting mental demons. This is a bed of thoughts, okay? So you're moving from a bed of thoughts. So moving from going to sleep and just having your thoughts keep you up all night to resting and healing that mind. This is meditation. So if you don't need to rest, if you don't need to sleep, then this is meditation. Do you believe in meditation, Scorpio? Because for some reason, rest is a resource of yours right now. Okay, there may need to be some, maybe you guys are working too hard at work and financially, because this is all about your 2nd house, okay? So this is about resting and healing from some kind of something at work. Maybe there's some mental anxiety about finances or about work, but you know, it's nothing that you can't heal, especially emotionally. Now we have a love message coming in. Some of you guys are hanging on to a lover from the past, okay? We've got the 6 of Cups here. Could be a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. It could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But either way, the 4 of Pentacles is talking about hanging on. So I see that someone's hanging on to some emotion from the past. It could involve a child, because this is the card of children. It's very nostalgic. This is actually your card, Scorpio. The 6 of Cups is the Scorpio Sun card. So I don't know. It looks like there's some communication. There could be a message coming back from your past, Scorpio, about somebody that's hanging on to you. It might not be you who's hanging on, Scorpio. It could be someone who's hanging on to you. Someone can't let go of the emotions that you have, okay? And that's really interesting. Now this card, it could be your financial energy. You could be penny pinching or hanging on to a job, and it might have something to do with love. I don't know why hanging on to money has something to do with your love, because maybe money and your relationships have something to do together, okay? Maybe there's somebody here that you're relying on financially or vice versa. But this is a lovely message here. There's some kind of message with this new moon. It brings emotion back up from your past. If you have an opportunity to talk to anybody from your past, Scorpio, it is a soulmate energy. So you could be communicating emotionally with a soulmate. If you have an opportunity to talk to anybody over the next month, you know, please do so, especially if there's someone from your past, okay? And that might have something to do with anxiety too. You are healing from anxiety, okay? We already talked about that. And also this emotion here, okay? So you're going to need to express your emotions, Scorpio. You are a water sign as well. You're hanging on. You're ready to work for this. You know, you put in the effort, so why not? Why not offer what so naturally comes to you as a water sign, okay? Trust me, I know how it is, especially for Scorpio. You know, sometimes I'm not a Scorpio, but water signs, we withhold our emotion. And that's what gives us anxiety. So at least communicate your emotions, however that applies. I don't know why that's coming up, because there's some emotion from the past resurfacing with this new moon. Okay, do you believe in soulmates, Scorpio? Do you believe in meditation? Do you believe in healing? And do you believe in healing anxiety on your own, right? Because this woman is having some nightmares here, okay? And she needs to heal from this nightmare. This is healing from a nightmare. Somebody's healing from a very dark time and nightmare, okay? And you're healing from heartbreak and betrayal, all right? But this is the card that came out for you, Scorpio. So the ultimate thing is, this is expanding peace. This new moon is a peaceful moon for you, believe it or not. And I think where there was anxiety before, there's going to be peace now, because this is the card of peace and quiet, silence and meditation and prayer. So do you believe in the power of prayer, Scorpio? There's something you've been praying for, up late at night praying for this, and it may be love for some of you, and that is coming in, Scorpio. So very, very interesting. Keep in mind, this new moon is a wonderful opportunity for you to expand your resources, for you to expand any financial, anything that you consider yours, Scorpio, because that's the second house, okay? Sagittarius, hey, happy birthday, guys. This is your new moon. Okay, so this is happening in your first house. All right, this has everything to do with your personality. It has everything to do with the I am. It has everything to do with who you are, Sagittarius. So let's just get you guys a message. See what this Sagittarius new moon is doing for you guys. What is being expanded for Sagittarius? What is the tarot message for Sagittarius for their new moon in December? Ooh. Whoa. Okay, so very suitingly so, we have the moon coming out for you, Sagittarius. Now let's get the basics out first. Could be dealing with a Pisces, could be dealing with a Cancer. But this new moon is a very subconscious force for you guys. You got the moon card. This is the Pisces card, okay? So I kind of understand this card. It's secret energy, right? There could be certain secrets, Sagittarius, with this new moon. This is dark, okay? The new moon, it does have a certain darkness. So while everybody else is partying because of Sagittarius energy, Sag could low-key be feeling all of the mystics of the night kind of energy. So pay attention to your dreams. Pay attention to your intuition with this new moon, because this is about your shadow self, Sagittarius. When you have a new moon in your first house, it's about your shadow self, because the moon is your shadow side. It's your darker side. It's the side of you that you keep hidden, right? So this is a hidden energy. Could be illusion, could be confused about certain things right now, Sagittarius. But it's your soul. Nonetheless, this is the moon. It's your soul. Now, this is awesome that this came out for you, because it's a moon message, right? This is the new moon. There's the sun and the moon that's in Sagittarius right now. So this is all about your emotion, okay? Lots of emotion with the moon card. Now, Sagittarius, the new moon is in your sign. So you're bound to feel certain darknesses, certain secrets, certain, emotions and stuff like that. But it is an extremely spiritual and intuitive energy. So it's about the path that you're walking, okay? Now, underlying energy, we have the Nine of Cups. So this new moon looks like something that is a wish for you, So I would definitely, when Jupiter's there, the sun is there, the moon is there, why not wish? Because Jupiter's your ruling planet. It's the planet of luck and fortune and expansion. So there's something here that's expanding you at an emotional level. Your dark side may be getting expanded. Now, hopefully you guys know what I mean when I say dark side. We all have this, okay? There's light and dark in everything, all right? And that's just what this new moon is going to show you, okay? It's going to show you guys all in different ways. It may show you through the granting of a wish. This new moon is a granted wish for you, Sagittarius. So if you guys get a chance to make a wish before the moon exits Sagittarius, I would definitely do that, because this moon, this moon is going to be a wish come true for you, and it may come true on the full moon in Cancer. So great time to set intentions with this new moon as far as anything that you're wishing for emotionally, something that would fulfill you. Okay, that's the Nine of Cups. So this is like being filled up with dark emotion, not in a bad way, please. Take it from me, you know, it's not a bad thing. This is things that need to happen. And it's interesting that I say dark emotion, because we do have 2 5s here. Okay, so it looks like this could be a wish financially. Maybe it's a wish for love for some of you, but we have 2 5s, which tells me Sagittarius is to a degree dealing with certain conflict. Some of you are dealing with feeling left out in the cold. Others of you are dealing with feeling like poor and having no money, something like that. Now the 5 of Cups, this is regret. Some of you guys are dealing with losses of jobs, loss of finances. This card is talking about a loss of a loved one. You know, the 2 cups back here, focusing on the negative. So try not to focus on the negative, dear Sagittarius, because you guys are the positive patties of the zodiac. Okay, so we need your optimism right now. It's your sign. It's your birthday. This new moon, especially those of you born close to the new moon, could be a birthday wish. Okay, this is wishes granted. And, you know, underneath it all, yes, you're dealing with certain conflict emotionally and financially. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. But it's about your emotions, okay? Some of you guys just feel left out in the cold emotionally by a person, place, or thing. But guess what card is next, Sagittarius? The Wheel of Fortune. Virgo got this card as well, but come on now, Sag. This is all changing, okay? This moon is going to change everything for you. Do I need to say that? Like, Jupiter is your ruling planet, and it is in Sagittarius. So this is the wheel of karma. So yeah, especially financially, this is changing. And this is the exact message Virgo got. So maybe you're dealing with the Aries, I'm not sure, but this is the message Virgo got. This could be fortune, okay? It depends on what you're wishing for, but I just want you to see that this Wheel of Fortune card comes after this conflict. So this is a moon that's going to change conflict for you guys. It's changing your financial status. It's changing the amount of regret and loss that you guys are feeling, okay? So yeah, this wish has something to do with that. So just keep this in mind. I want you guys to interpret this however it applies. But the 9 of Cups is at the bottom of the deck, and the moon card shot out for you guys. So very much under the influence of this moon energy, I would say. You know, could be dealing with Pisces, Cancer, could be dealing with, you know, confusion or, you know, illusion, just those deep subconscious realms. This is your subconscious, Sagittarius. So set new intention. Now, as far as what you believe, I'm literally going to ask you this. This feels so ironic, asking a Sagittarius what they believe in. But do you believe in yourself, Sagittarius? Do you believe in darkness? Do you believe in your intuition? Do you believe in the moon? Quite literally, do you believe in the moon? Do you believe in this new moon? You know, during this new moon, did you believe in yourself? Did you? Now, you guys should always believe in yourself, because you are belief, okay? So, you know, so this is about hidden beliefs, hidden expansion. This moon is going to secretly, now I didn't mention that, but the moon sometimes is secrets. So whatever you guys have a secret wish, secret emotion that you're holding back or something like that. But the moon knows your secrets, and this is expanding you as a person. This is self-expansion, all right? And it's the expansion of your subconscious. So pay attention to those dreams and that intuition, because you're on a path now, Sagittarius. And this energy feels intense. It's very emotional, very watery. So welcome to the new moon in your sign, and happy birthday, guys. And hopefully that message helped. Very, very powerful to get the moon there, Sagittarius. The moon wish. Wishing on a star? Nah, wish on the moon. Alright. Oh boy. Let's move to Capricorn. Capricorn. Okay, I'm a Capricorn rising. And this is happening in our 12th house, you guys. Okay, so wow, did I feel this energy? I felt this energy. I felt this energy in our 12th house, because the 12th house, it's all about expansion. Okay, Sagittarius is about expansion, but the 12th house is about spirituality. It's about our subconscious. It's about our, now you guys should go watch the message that Sagittarius just had so that you can see what's going on in your 12th house of subconscious, because Sagittarius just got the moon card. So if you're wondering what the hell is going on in your subconscious, in the dream realm, emotionally, to have a 12th house new moon, this is dark, okay? I wouldn't be surprised if certain Capricorns are feeling, you know, certain dark energy around this time. Not dark in a bad way, you guys should know that. But just mysterious, you know, emotional. It's at a subconscious level. So this is a very subconscious new beginning for you guys. Now, it is all about expansion. That was one of the first words I said to you guys. So this is expanding you at a subconscious level, Capricorn. This is expanding your dreams. This is expanding your spirituality and your intuition. So pay attention to your dreams, Capricorn, for the next month until there's a new moon in your sign. The next new moon is going to be in your sign, okay? But before we get to the first house, we have to go through the 12th house energy. We have to go through this subconscious state. Now, the 12th house is about sacrifice. This 12th house is about, you know, undoing certain things. You know, you want to, anything that isn't you, Capricorn, you want to let this be undone right now, okay? This is a new moon to set new intentions subconsciously. So what do you believe in, Capricorn? Do you believe in your subconscious? Do you believe in your own intuition and your dreams? Do you believe in your subconscious, you know, your intuition, I guess? Do you believe in your intuition? Because this is all going to be expanded. Now, very suitingly, we have the Queen of Pentacles showing up for you, Capricorn. This is my Capricorn woman card. Now, even if you're a man watching, you guys could be dealing with, you know, very feminine energy. You could be dealing with, you know, your mother's energy, but this is the Queen of Earth. Okay, the Queen of Pentacles is coming out for you, Capricorn, for your 12th house message, new moon in Sagittarius. So do you believe in yourself? Do you believe in how grounded you are? Capricorn, you're the South Node. So destiny, well, you have destiny in your 12th house. Sagittarius is your 12th house, and you have Jupiter there. So this is it's very much expanding your luck at a subconscious level. In the Queen of Pentacles, okay, this is an earthy woman who cooks, she cleans, she works. She has a balance between work and home life, okay? She's a very stable woman. There's pretty much nothing that she can't do. She can stabilize anything. And she's a queen, okay? So she has mastered the grounded energy. This is a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn woman for some of you. Or just that Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy that you need to apply, you know, to the stability that you're feeling. Because she's looking down at this coin, right? So this is like speaking to new beginnings financially. Or, you know, this moon, now it's in your subconscious, and the subconscious of a Capricorn, yes, it is Sagittarius, but, you know, I'm sure a lot of this energy is in your subconscious too around this time. How can I be more stable? How could I earn more money? You know what I'm saying? This is a working woman, but this is also a very nurturing woman. Okay, she can work, she can nurture. Now, the bottom of the deck here, we have the Three of Wands. So, Capricorn, this new moon is about setting the intention for your ships to come in. Whether those ships are carrying money for you, whether it's carrying a lover, but you know, these ships in the background of this card, they're very close to coming in. You can see them. This is about your future. So this is very Capricorn energy. Okay, the futuristic goal, looking out to your future, looking out to the ships that are going to come in. Feels like the South Node to me. Okay, so you've already made a decision, probably last month, or there's at some point where you made a decision, because we're at the Three of Wands. So you already was in between a portal. You were already in between two different paths. So Capricorn has subconsciously chosen a path at this point. And now you guys are just kind of waiting for the physical proof. Capricorn is waiting for the physical proof, or maybe you're waiting for the financial stability to move forward. But these ships are going to come in and deliver whatever it is that you're waiting for. It's really interesting. We have the Three of Wands, and then right after that we have the Four of Wands. So this is a synchronicity. Some of you guys are waiting on a commitment. Some of you guys are waiting on a home environment to change. You're waiting on some kind of celebration. But the Four of Wands is a marriage. Okay, so some of you guys are even waiting on marriage or something like that. Waiting for those ships to come in like that. This Queen of Pentacles, you know, she could be waiting on her King of Pentacles, you know, her match. Now, this is a second opportunity. Okay, we have the Queen of Swords here too. So we have a lot of feminine energy coming in here very fast. Intellectual woman. We have an intellectual woman, and we have a grounded earth woman. But this is the Judgment. Okay, Judgment Day has arrived. This might be the second opportunity for you to speak your truth about something, Capricorn, to an Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. We have Aries, Sagittarius, Leo here very strongly with the fire. And of course, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So, you know, that's what I have to say to you guys. Do you believe in these shifts that are coming in? Do you believe in your foundation? Do you believe in marriage? Do you believe in celebrating this thing that you've been waiting for? Because that's what this is. You're waiting for this. Whatever this is, when it gets to you, Capricorn, it is a huge celebration. For some of you, it's a second opportunity or an awakening. Okay, or, you know, it's just something that would call for a celebration. Maybe something from your past that is being resurrected. Okay. So very interesting message there for you, Capricorn. And this is what we have. The Queen of Pentacles with the Three of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So this woman is waiting on something. It even looks like she's waiting here. Waiting on a new beginning. Something like that, Capricorn. But I love that you guys got the Queen of Pentacles, because that is seriously a Capricorn energy. And that's all in your 12th house. So you could be subconsciously waiting for something, okay? But whatever it is, you're waiting on the physical proof. You're waiting on the financial, like the proof is in the pudding for Capricorn. So I understand you needing physical proof. You know, you're waiting on a foundation. You know, that's your opposite sign Cancer coming in out of you. You're waiting on to see the physical proof. Like, I'm not going to step out in the middle of the air where my feet could fall through. You know, I'm waiting on solid ground. Capricorn is waiting on solid ground. And, you know, your season is coming in, guys. So a lot of this is coming in. Maybe that's what you're doing, is waiting on Capricorn season to do something, okay? So that's very interesting, Capricorn. Happy new moon to you guys. I can't wait to talk to you on the Cancer full moon, and then on the, oh, see that? She wanted to come out again. Ooh, she's a special card for me. All right, so let's move to Aquarius energy. Aquarius, this is your 11th house. Sagittarius is 11 signs away from you, okay? So Aquarius, do I need to talk to you guys about the 11th house? I'm not sure, because you guys are the 11th house, okay? The 11th house is all about community. It's all about friends and groups of people. Now, I'm with you, Aquarius. This new moon is happening in my 11th house as well, because my 11th house is Sagittarius in my birth chart. So yeah, this has to do with your community. It has to do with friends, groups of people, your wishes, humanitarianism, things like that. It's the house that you rule, Aquarius. So Sagittarius is definitely an interesting sign for you, I would say. If you guys have any Sagittarius friends, that is really unique, because they represent friends for you in astrology. Interestingly, we have the Four of Swords coming out. Who did this come out for? Libra? I think this card came out for Libra. It came out for Scorpio as well. So maybe dealing with those signs, Aquarius. But this looks like a new moon that is going to expand healing energies for you, okay? Just like I told Scorpio and Libra. So you want to ask yourself if you believe in rest. Aquarius, do you believe in resting? Because a lot of the Aquariuses I know are continuously working. Okay, whether it's for you guys or other people, like Aquarius is continuously working, being the water bearer, pouring from both ends of the spectrum. So this card is an indication that you need to rest more, Aquarius. This person is laying down in bed. This could be a praying energy. So this could be setting new intentions through prayer, setting new intentions through meditation. But this is like, maybe some of you are even healing from heartbreak or betrayal, because the Three of Swords comes right before this card, and we have that fourth sword right down there. So yeah, I always say as above, so below when I see this card, okay? You guys are definitely needing to rest and meditate. So this is expanding meditation into your life, expanding peace, prayer, and rest, okay? Very healing. The Four of Swords is all about healing, because when we meditate and when we pray and when we rest, we're oftentimes doing this in the name of healing, right? So this is all about healing for you, Aquarius. Now, we have the Queen of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. This message just came out for Capricorn, so you could have that going on. Yeah, we got some Capricorn Aquarius energy going on here. So it could be Saturn, because Capricorn got this message as well. So you guys could be dealing with Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy, possibly healing from financial energies. Maybe you guys are just working, because the Queen of Pentacles is a woman who's very earthy. She's very grounded, so she works very well. She's like the breadwinner in her home. She brings in the financial stability, but she also takes care of the kids. kids, and she also reads the newspaper. Like, she's able to do it all, but she somehow balances it all, okay? So you're taking on this Queen of Pentacles energy, this earth energy, this Mother Earth energy, trying to be a grounded mother. But you guys need to rest. Like, this Queen of Pentacles needs to rest because she's been putting in too much physical effort. Like, this could be physical exhaustion that some of you guys are feeling, and you might need to heal. I do want to mention, though, Aquarius, this is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy, so it's mental. It's about your thoughts and communication and even your words. Okay, so you may need to just you may just need to heal at a mental level. Okay, especially if you guys are like exhausted financially, physically, working too much. Okay, this could be some kind of new beginning that you're waiting for. And then also we have the same message we have for Capricorn, which is this 3 of Wands and this 4 of Wands. So if you're dealing with a Capricorn, it's showing up here. Now, this is about waiting for your ships to come in. This has to do with some kind of celebration, okay? Celebrating some kind of birthday, Christmas, whatever. This is a marriage. So if you guys are married, then that partner is coming up here. But you're waiting for your ships to come in. This is a synchronicity, 3 and 4. 3 of Wands, 4 of Wands. These cards come right together in the tarot. And they don't usually come out together like that. So it's really unique that they did for you in Capricorn. So it's like, I feel like you're healing physically. There's some physical healing and mental healing that needs to take place here. We have Aries, Sagittarius, Leo energy. We have earth, fire, and air, but no water, Aquarius. No water. So there could be a missing Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio in your life. Or where are your emotions, Aquarius? You know, there's something here about your emotions coming up here, all right? You may need to really speak your emotions, or just kind of, I don't know, like acknowledge them for once, Aquarius. Just saying. Because you guys are air signs, so you're more in your head and you're more intellectual about things. You're more detached, which I admire, honestly, as an Aquarius, Mercury, and Venus. So, you know, I just wanted to say that because I don't see any water here, okay? So you guys may be detaching a bit too much from your emotion right now. Just something to think about while you're waiting for your ships to come in. Some of you guys could be waiting on some kind of Queen of Pentacles energy. Or maybe this is you just waiting on something that's going to further stabilize your home. We do have your home environment coming up here. Your foundation, okay? The foundation is very important to the Queen of Pentacles. And I do want to show you that on either end of your reading, we have 2 4s. The 4 of Wands and the 4 of Swords. So there could be some kind of healing environment that you guys are wanting to, you know, have in your home. This is like celebrating healing. You guys need a foundation right now to heal and celebrate that healing. Maybe you guys have successfully healed over something. And we do have the Judgment card for you too, Aquarius, but not the same message as Capricorn, because Capricorn didn't have the 3 of Swords. So for you, Aquarius, this could have something to do with some kind of heartbreak resurrecting. This is a resurrection of your heart. So if there was any betrayal from the past, there's like a second opportunity here for mending a broken heart. Okay, because the Judgment is a second chance. So you guys may be giving someone a second chance that broke your heart, or maybe you broke the heart, Aquarius, and someone's giving you a second chance. I'm not sure. But this is like some kind of betrayal that's being judged with this full moon in your 11th house. Now remember, this is all about friends. So you guys could be getting together, celebrating with old friends, you know, waiting on that kind of thing. Waiting for something to come in. Some of you guys are waiting on money for sure, because I see that here. And I also see that here. So there's something very slow financially that some of you guys are waiting on. And I did want to show you this. We have the 3 and the 4 of Swords. Okay. And then we have the 3 and the 4 of Wands. So what the hell? 3 and 4, very important. Okay, I hope you guys see what's going on here. We have a synchronicity. The 3 of Swords, the 4 of Swords. The 3 of Wands, the 4 of Wands. So healing from heartbreak and waiting for some kind of marriage or commitment to come in. Okay, waiting for some kind of commitment or something that you're going to celebrate. But I would say your foundation is really important, Aquarius. You're waiting on something to change in the home environment. And others of you, you have a second opportunity to heal a broken heart. So really interesting there, Aquarius. But this is in your 11th house. So this is going to start new beginnings for you. Maybe new friends. Do you believe in friendship, Aquarius? Of course you do. Do you believe in the 11th house? Of course you do. This is going to expand friendships for you, setting new intentions. So by the end of the month, there could be new people that come into your life, new friendships. You guys could be, if you guys want to move communities, this could be setting new intention to move communities. All right. It depends on how you want to use this energy, but you are being expanded and asked, you're being asked what you believe in as far as the 11th house. Okay, Aquarius? Okay, let's move on to Pisces energy. Pisces, you're a mutable sign, okay? Just like Virgo, just like Sagittarius, just like Gemini. So Pisces, this moon squares you guys, okay? But, you know, it's interesting. We have Mars in our sign right now, Pisces. And I feel like Mars is a pretty good match for Jupiter. Because I didn't really, I don't know, I can't speak for all of us, but I really didn't feel that intense of a square. And I really think we need to thank Mars for that, because usually squares are really, you know, complicated. You have to compromise. They're really harsh aspects in astrology. But I don't know. You guys are going to have to let me know. I really didn't feel too much intense energy. This was a very fun energy for me, this Sagittarius new moon. Now, it isn't a very serious part of our chart, Pisces. This is our 10th house. Sagittarius is 10 houses away from Pisces, meaning that we get this fun energy of Sagittarius in our very serious house of career and long-term goals. And I have been thinking more so about this new moon as far as our legacy, Pisces. It's not so much the 10th house for us this time around, I don't feel. I feel like this is about our legacy. So what do you believe, Pisces, as far as your legacy? What you're going to leave behind? What do you believe? Pisces, you are also about beliefs. Jupiter is your co-ruler. So you and Sagittarius are both ruled by Jupiter. Jupiter is going to be squaring you for the next year. Something to think about. But, you know, you may have to compromise some of your beliefs at some point. But this new moon, I believe, is a seed for our long-term goals and legacies, okay? It's about our career and, you know, just the future, basically. So just something to think about. If you guys want to set any intention on new jobs or new careers that we're actually aligned with, beautiful new moon, because we are going to be expanded. So this is expanding like money as far as a more serious career, okay? We could be moving up. So, you know, our 10th house has this new moon, this seed, okay? So just something to think about. You guys can use this energy, however. We do have a message coming up here. Wow, 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 Pisces. We had 3 cards come out, okay? Our cards came out rather quickly. We have the Hanged Man coming out first. So this is the Pisces card. This is talking about Neptune retrograde. Okay, so Neptune is important to bring up in this reading because Neptune and Mars are squaring the Sagittarius new moon. So Pisces, you know, you guys are very, very key players in this new moon because as I've been saying through this whole video to some of the signs, squares are really important. Like Gemini and Sagittarius are some of the 2 signs that can make Pisces compromise. We don't compromise for many people, right? We damn sure don't compromise for Virgo. So Gemini and Sagittarius are 2 of the signs that are capable of making Pisces compromise, right? Just like, you know, is vice versa. I'm just saying there's different squares that happen in astrology. So because Pisces squares Sagittarius, we were playing a very huge energetic role in this new moon in the sky because Mars and Neptune, I mean, this was a direct square. 15 degrees or 14 degrees, 14 degrees. Okay, Mars and Neptune actually met up in the sky as the time this moon was happening. So there's some very powerful spiritual energy here, and it shows in this reading because we have the Hanged Man. This is the card of Neptune retrograde. Neptune went direct on the 24th of November, I believe. So it's been direct for a couple of weeks, and I felt that energy. So we do want to think about Neptune retrograde here and how that's been impacting our life. But Pisces, this is about, the Hanged Man is about feeling stuck sometimes. So we could be feeling stuck in certain areas of our life. But the one thing I remember about the Hanged Man is that this guy, he's willingly hanging here. Okay, he's actually not uncomfortable. Okay, he doesn't look very uncomfortable. So we could be, you know how we are, Pisces. Even if we're stuck, we're really not that uncomfortable. Why? Because we know that everything offers enlightenment. The Hanged Man is sacrificing his comfort for further enlightenment. So we could definitely be doing that in certain areas of our life around the time of this new moon. So what do you believe in, Pisces? Do you believe in enlightenment? Do you believe in the power of sacrifice? Because sacrifice is a part of the 12th house. Okay, so sacrifice and enlightenment kind of go hand in hand. Sometimes we have to sacrifice our growth, or sometimes we have to sacrifice our comfort in order to grow in an enlightened way. Do you see what I mean? Can't really grow if you're comfortable. All right, so it's interesting how this guy is making himself comfortable and he's sacrificing something in order to gain enlightenment. So, you know, this sometimes talks about feeling stuck or hanging around, you know, Neptune retrograde for sure. but it's Pisces energy. And I say that because the next card we have is the High Priestess, Pisces. Holy shit, one of my favorite cards, talking about that intuition. Okay, do you believe in spirit, Pisces? Of course you do. This is expanding you at a spiritual level. This is expanding your all-knowingness, your spiritual energy. Because the High Priestess knows the secrets of the universe. Very secretive energy here. Very Piscean, very intuitive, enlightened energy. So this is like spiritual enlightenment. I am feeling a message here about someone who feels spiritually stuck. Okay, you guys could be sacrificing certain elements of spirit in order to enlighten yourself. There's some weird shit going on here, Pisces, and I know because this does apply to me. So there's a weird combination here about feeling stuck spiritually or sacrificing something spiritually at a spiritual level, emotional level. Maybe some of us aren't following our intuition. But like a lot of people think Pisces aren't following their intuition right now, but we are. We're just following a deeper part of our intuition. A lot of people don't realize that over the past few years, Pisces intuition has changed. Okay, the intuition of a Pisces has increased substantially. So we're following our intuition as best as we can, and we're learning how our intuition works even more. Because you guys can think about that. Let me know. But I feel that the intuition of Pisces has substantially grown over the years. So we're doing our best. A lot of tarot readers are saying, Pisces, you're not following your intuition, but we're just stuck. Enlightenment is a very tough path. It's not a path that many walk correctly or whatever. So yeah, this is heavy Pisces energy here. Two very powerful cards for Pisces for this new moon. So we're being expanded spiritually. There's certain secrets. Okay, some of us are feeling stuck secretly, but this message is hard to voice because the High Priestess is quiet. Okay, both of these people in these cards are being quiet. They're being enlightened. They know the secrets of the universe. So Pisces, continue doing whatever you're doing because Spirit is here. The High Priestess is here. If you feel stuck, you're not going to be stuck for too much longer. The last card we have that came out is the Six of Swords. So some of us are following our intuition. We have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy here, and also Cancer. If you want to say the High Priestess is Cancer. So some of us could just be leaving secretly because it looks like we're moving on from something that we were stuck in spiritually. Because this feels like a cycle. Pisces gets caught in spiritual cycles and emotional cycles. So this could be something that we're leaving behind. Leave it to Sagittarius to really push Pisces in a different direction. I'm telling you, Sagittarius is one of the only signs that can really push Pisces at an intuitive level because they have Jupiter. So Sagittarius can use Jupiter sometimes to snap Pisces out of a situation that they've been stuck in, to give them enlightenment towards what they truly believe. It looks like we're doing some traveling intuitively. It looks like and this is travel. Sagittarius is all about travel. So, beliefs. The High Priestess is about beliefs. And, whatever we're leaving behind this new moon, Pisces, it is going to be difficult. Okay, because we were spiritually invested. We sacrificed a lot to be here. We were emotionally invested. We were intuitively invested. God. And to leave all that behind as a Pisces, it's traumatizing. It's so sad. We feel our emotion. We feel the other person's emotion. We could be leaving people, places, or things. But it looks like we're leaving something behind, Pisces, at a spiritual level. This is moving on spiritually. Why? Because Neptune is direct now. Okay? Because our intuition is telling us to. Because the new moon in Sagittarius asked Pisces what they believed and we answered, and so we have to move to that now. So there is some moving on here, mentally and emotionally. We are getting to calmer waters. It's following our intuition, following our enlightenment. Pisces. Bottom of the deck, we have the Empress. Female Aries energy, Libra, Taurus, Venus. So this is in the name of love, I'm hearing. Pisces is moving on spiritually, emotionally, enlightened in an enlightened way because of maybe we're pregnant. Not me. But some of you guys could be mothers. You could be pregnant. This could be your mother's energy. The Empress is a very abundant woman. She's beautiful. This is a beautiful woman. Okay. She's very empowering. Okay. Very nurturing, mother energy. So if this is not you giving birth to a child, it's like you're giving birth to something else. You're creating something, Pisces. Now, this is about our 10th house, guys. So this could definitely be about us traveling for a career. but we're focused on our long-term goals, okay? Pisces sometimes can get caught up in the past or in the present. I don't think we think too much about our future, except for that other fish, you know. One of the fish represents the past, the other fish represents the future, but we tend to go to the more to the past, you know what I mean? So I think this is all about our long-term goals, you know, the beauty of that, the abundance of that. This is very beautiful and abundant woman, fertile woman as well. So if there's any pregnancy or anything like that, for some of you, pregnancy is going to change it all. Because look, we have Jupiter. Of course, Jupiter would show up for us. It's our ruling planet. Jupiter is squaring us, but it's trying to expand us in our abundance. Okay, for some of you, this is a mother energy changing everything. Especially if you have a Sagittarius mom, or if you have a Sagittarius child, or if there's a Sagittarius somewhere involved with a child mothering energy. Yeah, this is like fortune. This is like the fate of your fortune changing when it comes to this Aries, this Taurus, this Libra, this mother, this abundance, this beauty, this Venus. Venus could change everything. This is Venus and Jupiter showing up very strongly for us Pisces. We have the Page of Pentacles and the Emperor. So now we have some twin flame shit. We have the mother and the father of the tarot. So your mother and father is coming up here, Pisces. If you're a mother, you're coming up, and the father of your children's coming up. So yeah, look at that. Look at that, Pisces. The Wheel of Fortune is in between the Empress and the Emperor. We got Aries showing up here strongly. And then this Messenger. Okay, this is a real message, Pisces. I know we like, you know, we like water and we like to feel things. But the Page of Pentacles, he's bringing proof. You know, Pisces, sometimes that's what we need, is the real hard physical proof, okay? So this all has something to do with our beauty changing, with our abundance changing and expanding. Okay, the expansive mother. And then we have the Emperor, so the father, the mother, twin flame for sure, soulmate energy. But back to the main message, Pisces. This new moon is about moving towards something that is more compatible with you spiritually. Leaving behind something that was emotionally draining and chaotic, because you're headed towards peace. And apparently, when I read it like this, it's like, wherever you're going, yeah, it's a secret, it's spiritual, and it's so comfortable that you're willing to hang out there for a while. So wherever we go, because of this new moon, Pisces, we're going to stay there for a while, okay? We're going to stay there. And now we had a lot of planets, okay? We had Neptune come up, we had Venus come up, and Jupiter. So you might want to look to those energies in your life or in your chart, okay? Because they're coming up for this moon. And other than that, Pisces, this message, when the High Priestess is here, it tells me that the person I'm reading for has an intuitive knowing of what this message means. So I'm just going to leave it there. And happy new moon to you, Pisces. Hopefully that helped. So I'm going to get one last card for the collective, just in case those messages didn't resonate. So I would like to ask for a new moon message in Sagittarius for everyone and everything. What is the new moon in Sagittarius message for everyone and everything? Alright, so for those of you who received the Four of Swords for your zodiac sign, you guys are really resonating with the overall message of this Sagittarius moon. So what the universe is telling me is that this new moon is about resting. It's about healing. It's about meditating and prayer, okay? A lot of us are healing from broken hearts, because the bottom of the deck, I kid you not, is the Three of Swords. So we have the 3 and the 4 of Swords. So for a lot of us, this new moon is going to, for some reason, you know, this Sagittarius energy is healing our hearts. It's healing us from betrayal, you know. This is heavy air energy, so Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, we could be communicating or thinking a lot about this. We could just be brokenhearted mentally. Our minds can break too. Some of us are really, it's head over mind battles. Some of us need to communicate and speak from the heart, okay? Others of us are waiting on financial opportunities. We have Aquarius here. Okay, so if you know, you could resonate with this too, especially if you're Virgo energy. This is like something slow, you've been waiting on it for a while, but you're willing to work on it, new work coming in or something. But the main message, guys, 4 of Swords and 3 of Swords for the Sagittarius moon. So very healing. You know, we need to meditate and pray from the heart now, at a heart level, guys, because that's an indication of belief. When something hits you at a heart level, it's like, it's kind of hard not to believe in it, you know. That's why Sagittarius is the 5th house of Leo, because the heart and belief, it has a relationship there. Like there's something there, Okay? So, yeah, we need to speak and pray and meditate and heal at a heart level. Heart and mind is coming up here. So, yeah, guys, Four of Swords, Three of Swords, obviously a synchronicity, 3 and 4. But we are definitely healing. If any of us are feeling betrayed or heartbroken, we're not going to be feeling that way for much longer, because you can check back in with me in Capricorn season if you're still feeling heartbreak in the same way. Now, I'm not saying you're going to heal completely, because even the Four of Swords guy has those 3 swords up there to remind himself of those 3 swords that were once in his heart. Okay? You don't want to... Healing and forgetting are 2 different things. Okay? So we're healing, not forgetting. So yeah, we're not going to be brokenhearted in the same way come the end of December. Okay? So thank you guys so much for watching. I'm just going to leave these messages here. Like I said, it's a wonderful time to kind of meditate on, you know, what it is you believe, what it is that you want to expand into the future, the seeds that you're planting. And you know, this is very, at the end of the day, Sagittarius is a very positive sign. So do what you can with this positive energy, okay? It looks very powerful for us all. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.